Perfect. Perfect.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I don't have my car yet. Toprank is still working on a few last minute things. I'm hoping it gets shipped out this week. Today is the 13th of April, so I'm hoping that it gets shipped out this week and then we get the car here and we can start doing some mods on it. But I thought I'd go over the parts that I have pretty much stockpiled waiting for this car, and they're sitting behind me. So I've actually went pretty big on a few things. I bought a bunch of stuff, a lot of little things, a lot of things that needed to be replaced on the car that were just kind of like, you know, in the interior. So we're gonna start the vid and just go over everything that I have for the car and kind of my first impressions on it. So we'll start with the little stuff. We'll start with, you know, maybe the littler things that go on the interior, maybe some exterior fun stuff that isn't really like a mod or anything, but, you know, just fun to have. So let me grab that stuff. All right, so first things that we have, these are just fun little things that I think will be fun for the car. I've got a jet tag from Legends Media. This one is the Monster. This one came out when they dropped the Godzilla themed stuff, which is really cool. Another thing, I've got a Legends license plate frame, which is something that, you know, will go on the car probably immediately when it gets here. So another cool thing. A big fan of Dustin and the stuff that he does, so I like supporting people that are into the same stuff as I am. So those two things. I don't know if I'm gonna put this one on the car as a sticker. Another Legends, but it says Midnight Legends. I dig the theme of this one. It's one of the things that I like to do. Sometimes I like to just take my cars and go out for like a cruise. So this one says Midnight Legends and has kanji on it. So I don't know, we'll see if we can find a spot for that. A couple other things. This was fun. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, you've seen my background with all my Dragon Ball collectibles. So this actually is an air freshener. And it says Kami House, so it is actually Master Roshi's house from Dragon Ball, but it's an air freshener, which I thought would be fun to put in the car. A couple other things. I ordered a top secret sticker. This will go on the back of the car. I'm for sure this is where this is going. I bought a lot of top secret stuff. I've got a lot of top secret things coming. So this is something that will definitely go on the car, probably the back of it. I've got this big sticker. It says hard tuned. I've ordered some stuff from hard tuned before. I don't know if I'll actually put this on the car, but it's in kanji, and it is a pretty big sticker. So I don't know if we'll actually put this on the car. So we'll see. But that's just some small stuff that we'll throw on the car. Let's get into some other things, maybe some interior stuff. Let's do that right now. All right, so we're gonna talk about some of the interior mods and just some cool kind of stuff that I bought, that I ordered from Japan. So first things first, I'm a big Top Secret fan. It's one of my favorite tuning shops, classic tuning shops, and I ordered a lot of parts and like little kind of cool stuff. So first thing that we have is, as I throw the emblem, is a Top Secret shift knob, which you guys, I don't know if you guys can see there. Top secret shift knob in silver. This is super cool. These are very limited. Apparently, as far as I know, once these sell out, they're not going to make them anymore, which I think they have a ton of them, so I don't know when they'll sell out. But top secret shift knob, I'm actually super stoked about this. I went with silver because the car is silver, so I'm actually psyched to put that on. I've gotten a couple things in this bag. Like I said, I'm a big Top Secret fan, so a couple things in here are Top Secret stuff. First thing is this is more for the engine bay. This is a gold top secret power transistor relocator. So what this is it just takes the power transistor cords and relocates them. And it's gold, which is top secret's thing. So super stoked about this. Little small part, like 20 bucks. Wasn't super expensive, but it was something that maybe could dress up the engine bay. So another fun thing. These two things are super cool. The shift boot and the e-brake boot on my car, when I went and looked at it, were really bad. It was really, really bad. They're really, really messed up. So this was kind of a must. Plus it's also pretty cool. So this is a leather shift boot and e-brake boot, and both are top secret. So these actually go for my car. Both have the black with white stitching on them. These will go in the car, and we'll obviously do a video about these when we put them in. But these were actually fairly cheap. These were about 50 bucks a piece, give or take. And they're super high quality. They're black, white stitch with the top secret logo on them, which I think will be a nice little, with the top secret shift knob, which will look really cool in the car. So this might be one of the first things that we do. Next thing is just kind of a fun thing. I'm a big fan of Greddy. I like HKS Greddy, but one of the things I love about Greddy is they have like the Boost Brigade, which is kind of a cool little like group, and they do kind of some other stuff. But this is just a reservoir cover, nothing special, just a reservoir cover that'll go on the reservoir in the engine bay. Kind of a fun little thing that was super cheap, and I think it looked decent in the vehicle. Another interior thing. Now, like I said, I'm a big HKS fan. I love the classic HKS stuff. So I bought a HKS turbo timer, and this is the harness that goes for it. So this will be another one of the videos that we do an install for. With the car, I've actually never owned a turbocharged car before. I've driven them, but I've never owned one. So this was something that I wanted to put in the car just to make sure that the turbos, especially because it has stock turbos, I don't know how long those will last in my car, because stock stuff typically doesn't last in my cars because I typically just replace them. I wanted this to help at least cool down the stock turbochargers. I don't know if I'm going to keep it twin turbo or move into a single turbo setup yet. I'm leaning towards duals just because I like the twins. But yeah, this was something that I wanted to get. It was fairly affordable, super cheap. I think these were like, I think it was like 60, 70 bucks. I went with the smaller version. They make two versions of these. This is the Type 0, which is a little bit smaller, a little bit less conspicuous sitting there. And then they make a specific harness for the R32 GTR. So we will do another video. This will be an install video, and yeah, so this will be a fun install video. I have no idea. A harness makes it easy to wire, so we'll see. I'm horrible with wiring, so this will be a fun video. You guys will get to laugh at me. Let's move on to the big stuff. Okay, so I said we're gonna move on to the big stuff, but I want to start with something small, which I guess goes in the engine bay. Again, I know I said it earlier that I am a huge top secret fan. So one of the things that I absolutely had to have, especially for the theme with the car, was a top secret oil cap. This was actually, I ordered this from Nengun. These are not cheap. And I know that that's just the new logo with the titanium. But this, I had to order this. Super cool, should be really cool look on the RB26 cover. So yeah, I know I was gonna move on to the big stuff, but I forgot this. So yeah, I can't wait to put that on too as well. I don't think we're gonna do a full install video of that. Bigger stuff. So, like I said, I'm a big HKS fan. I'm also a big Tomai fan. So most of the stuff here is going to be themed with that. This is all mostly exhaust stuff, except for this first item is something super cool that I found online from a company called Chasing Jays. They specialize in titanium parts. I really wanted this part. I wanted an ARC, but they're really getting harder to find, and I decided to give this a shot. This is a Chasing Jays titanium cooling plate. Let me get a little bit closer here so you guys can see it. This is, I bought the very last one that they had in stock, and they were super awesome. I sent them, I bought it, was 195 bucks or something like that. And they immediately sent me an email saying, hey, we pulled this off the shelf. It had a scratch on it. Would you like a refund, or we can take 50 bucks off and we'll send it to you? Well, the scratch was so tiny, guys, that this little plate that you see right here that says Chasing J's literally covered it up. They gave me a $50 discount and shipped this out, and it came in like a day and a half. The customer service from Chasing J's is amazing. If you need titanium parts, it came with a little thing on how to like keep track of and maintain your titanium, and then it came with 2 titanium bolts. They make all kinds of stuff for cars, like titanium pieces and bolts and fasteners. This was by far one of the coolest things I bought that I was not expecting to buy. But I think with the engine bay, with the top secret oil cap and a couple other things that I have planned for the engine bay, this really, really, really is gonna be a cool piece sitting in the car. So Chasing J's, I'm actually super stoked to put this in the car. It might be another video, maybe when we do the smaller stuff on the engine bay, you know, the oil cap and a couple other things that I have coming. I've got another rare part coming too as well for the radiator cap. So cool kind of thing that I bought that I actually didn't expect to be this awesome. So definitely a cool piece that will look sweet in the engine bay. So shout out to Brian at Toprank. I'll put his information right here. And shout out to him for the awesome recommendation on this. So this is a HKS super sequential blow off valve kit for the R32. Let's pull it out. I looked at a couple other options for blow off valve, and I sent Brian a message asking, you know, what was kind of the go-to blow off valve, and he immediately responded HKS. So HKS installs this way into the car, but HKS blow off valve, and it comes with the piping kit. You have to remove the stock blow off valves, and then you actually plug up the holes for that, and then this replaces it. So this will be a full-blown video. I think Shane is gonna help me install this. I'm actually super stoked about this, just because of it was one of the bigger items that I purchased, and I kind of just went around. I was gonna buy a Blitz kit, which I couldn't find, and then I started looking at Greddy kits, and then I just said screw it, and I went straight with the HKS. It was a little bit more expensive. This was ordered straight from Right Hand Drive Japan, RHD Japan. I've ordered a few things from them, and DHL shipping, I literally got it next day. They shipped it from Osaka, and it got here next day. It was insane. So I'm really psyched about putting this on. I think it's gonna sound really sick on the RB26. So HKS blow-off valve, super sequential blow-off valve kit. We're gonna move into more of like the exhaust stuff here. A big thing is downpipes. Everyone talks about downpipes. You know, oh my God, downpipes. So this is an HKS. Now I know it looks a little used. It is used. I bought this secondhand. This is an HKS downpipe. I got it off a guy in Canada who switched to a single turbo setup on his R32. I bought this for a ridiculous price. The guy was just trying to get rid of it, and I scooped it. I cleaned it up the best I could. It had been on the car. It does have a scratch on it on the bottom, which he bottomed out, which I kind of fixed it a little bit, but you can see it there. But I got this. These are typically about $650 to $700. I got this for like less than 300 bucks. So it was a good deal, and I really don't care what it looks like. We'll try to clean it up again and see if we can get a little bit more of the oxidation off of it, but I doubt it. But regardless, I got it for cheap because I don't know if I'm staying twins on R32 or if I'm gonna go single. So this was a cool get. I'm glad I got it for a cheaper price because I really didn't want to pay 700 bucks. This is like probably the only jank item. Jank's the wrong word. It's probably just a super cheap item that I got off eBay. But I kept looking for cat deletes. So with the R32 GTRs, and especially living in Arizona, I don't have to emissions test it because I have classic car insurance. So I don't care if I run a cat or not. So I wanted to do a cat delete on this, which would make the RB26 sound amazing with the exhaust that I have paired, so which we'll get to in a second. But I bought a cat delete. Now this is from a company called Autobahn on eBay, and they sell stuff, and the quality is pretty good. So this is a 3-inch cat delete. So the HKS downpipes are, I believe, 2.8 inch or 2.5 to a 3-inch single. So 2.5 off the turbos to the 3-inch, and then this is a 3-inch cat delete. And the thing that I didn't want to spend a ton of money on this, because a lot of companies like Tomai and HKS, they make titanium versions of this. This is literally just a pipe. Guys, this is literally a pipe with some flanges on it. And I just didn't see spending $250 on a titanium piece when I could just buy this. This was 75 bucks. I got it off eBay. I know it's the one thing that's sort of not high, you know, but I just didn't feel like spending a shit ton of money on a piece of pipe. I bought this. It's actually super high quality. It came with all the gaskets and bolts needed for it. So, I mean, it's a cat delete. Who cares? Now on to the biggest item that we have. This is the one thing that I went back and forth on what I was gonna buy. Again, I'm a big HKS fan, so I thought about buying the HKS High Power, which I feel is pretty iconic for the R32 GTR, but I kept listening to clips and clips and clips, and I just love the sound and the way this thing looks. So I went for my exhaust with the Tomai Extreme Tie exhaust system. So this is the Tomai. It is a 3 to 3.5 inch, I think it's 3, to a freaking enormous tip. This is probably, out of all the things that I've gotten for the car, the most insane built and just quality that I've ever seen. So the video that we'll do, and I'll show you guys the welds. So there's the welds on the piping. This is so light. Like, guys, this is insane. The quality is insane. I'm actually super excited to get this on the car with the full downpipes, cat delete, and this, which will be a video. We'll do a whole installation video on the exhaust. We'll go over to SRD and get the car in the lift and actually do that. It might be the first video that we do once we get the car. But I cannot tell you how amazing this Tomai exhaust is. I mean, like, the quality, when I pulled it out and just looked at the quality of it, it's second to none, man. I'm actually really surprised at just how amazing quality this is. The welds are unbelievable. So I'm thinking this is gonna be really nice on the car. It's gonna make the RB sound really mean, especially with the full exhaust. So we've got a few videos coming, guys. I still have, you know what? I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'll show you guys. All right, guys, sorry about that. One of the things that a lot of my friends know is I'm very detail oriented. I try to stay organized as best as possible. So with this build, this entire R32 build, I'm trying to keep myself very organized with the parts and the things that I want to do. So one of the things that I do when I start any type of project, I make a list. Okay, so this list I printed out is basically all of the parts that I want to eventually acquire for the R32 GTR, and you can see some of them are crossed off, but this list is very, very extensive and very long. So green is a very readily available part, red is super rare, yellow is a mystery. So I just do this to keep myself accountable, to kind of figure out where I'm at, because I do forget a lot of times what I've ordered. But there's a lot of top secret on here. There's a lot of HKS on here. You know, top secret carbon front lip, top secret oil catch can, dashboard panel, top secret, HKS fuel rail, HKS cam gears. The list goes on and on. Greddy, boost controllers, just all kinds of things, or Defi, whatever you want to call them. Fujimura rocket dancer wing. That's definitely something. But I think the next things that I'm gonna order, my car doesn't have a strut bar. So Cusco makes a carbon fiber front and rear strut bar, which I think is gonna be the next purchase for the car, unless I find a rare Nismo strut bar. I think I would like to put Brid seats in the car, but they're very expensive, and I'm playing with the idea of reupholstering the original stock seats. So there's a couple ideas there. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but you kind of guys get the idea that I've got the exhaust system video coming, probably the blow-off valve, HKS blow-off super sequential video coming, all the interior, and just kind of some fun sticker stuff. And then really the goal with the car is to just enjoy it. It is my dream car. It is a car that I've been fantasizing about forever, and I'm just super psyched to finally get started with the build. And again, shout out to Brian at Toprank for really going out of his way. And there's something super rare that Brian hooked me up with on the car, and I haven't said anything in any videos because I just found out about it. So there's something super rare coming on the car that Brian and I just kind of hashed out. Also too, one of the things that I found out when I went to look at the car is that it has HKS coilovers. So it has HKS Hypermax coilovers already on the car, which is like a $1,700 coilover set. So that's something that I don't have to do to the car, which I'm super stoked about because that basically saved me $1,700. So that is gonna do it, guys, for today's video. If you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments, and remember to always like and subscribe. And also too, if you wanna buy a JDM right-hand drive car, I'm gonna put the address right here, toprank.importavehicle.com. Head there. They are awesome guys. They will hook you up. The next video that I'm going to post on the channel is going to be taking delivery. So I'm hoping that's this week. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I appreciate everyone that comes and checks out these videos. It really means a lot to me. I'm late to the game on the YouTube, but we're working on it, and more content's coming, guys. All right, thanks.